Hey, and welcome back, guys. Hey, long time no see, right? We just finished up a live stream a while ago about Lexi Treviso, um, her motion to suppress, all that stuff. Now, we're talking about Gypsy Rose, you guys. We haven't talked about Gypsy Rose in quite some time, but you guys, she's pregnant. I have very mixed, it's a whole mixed bag of emotions for me, feelings on this. It's a mixed bag of feelings. Let me say hi to everyone. Hey, Henny. Hey, Lee. Thanks for coming in and bringing out the yummies and taking out the trash. We got that Jif chocolate peanut butter. Thank you, thank you. Hi again, Gail. Hi again, Chaloon. Oh, nothing happened on that walk. Daggone it. Hey again, Sherry and Margaret. Hey, guys. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, everybody. That's next on my task list. Gonna dry so fast with this heat. Oof. Margaret's like, I never mopped a floor so quick. Well, oh, yeah. Billy says, I'm back. I'm usually here, but don't comment. That's all right, honey. I know how workers and lurkers are. I'm a worker and lurker myself. Had an hour to kill before I had to get ready to do my thing, said Lee. All right. All right. So let's get started. We're going to get straight into this. Man, oh man, oh man. Check it out. I was sitting here doing the stream earlier today on the Treviso story and saw things popping up all over my phone about Miss Gypsy Rose being pregnant. And I was like, wait, what? You guys, she announced earlier in a video today that she's preggers. All right. Found this article here on People. Gotta love some people, right? Says Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pregnant, expecting first baby with boyfriend Ken Urker. Urker. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hi, Sizzle74. And then we have, let's see, let's get straight into this article. And then we're going to watch a couple of little video bits and bobbles. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is going to be a mom. Gypsy Rose, life after lockup star 32, who after years of being subjected to painful and medical abuse, played a role in the 2015 killing of her mom, Dee Dee. She's expecting her first baby with boyfriend Ken Urker, 31. All right. Now, somebody correct me in the chat that's kept up with Gypsy Rose. Is Ken her boyfriend before she got married and now she's back with this guy? Maybe the article will tell me. I don't know. Absolutely. Hope the pregnancy is healthy. 100% Chaloon. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Always and forever. Healthy babies, please. Please. Blanchard shared the exciting news in a video titled, I'm Pregnant, My Journey So Far, posted on her YouTube channel on Tuesday, July 9th, today. I know the rumors have been flying around for quite some time now, she says, and I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant. Okay, so she was engaged. All right, Sizzle says, yes, they were engaged while she was in prison before Ryan. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I remember he looked familiar, and I thought so, but I was not positive. Ken and I are expecting our very first child come January of 2025. Wow. She continues, adding that this was not planned at all. It was completely unexpected, but we're both very excited to take on this new journey of parenthood. Ken broke up with her. You mean now or then? Um, so there's the video, her video announcement right here. We're going to look at that here in a minute, okay? Okay, then. He broke up with her then. Okay. Um, Later in the video, Blanchard addresses some concerns she's heard from her followers. In quotes, she says, I know that there are going to be people who feel like I'm not ready to be a mother, she says, and I don't know if anyone's really ready to be a mother. This is where the emotions start coming in, where I'm like, yeah. I have lots of feelings. I have lots of feelings. She then got emotional about the opportunity of being a loving mother to her child. She says, all the things that I wanted to be in a mother, I want to give to this baby. She says while wiping her tears. Blanchard added, I am a mother now. I am happy. And I just want to be a good mother for my child. I want to be everything my mother wasn't. So, more feelings. I have more feelings. In May, the former inmate and Munchausen by proxy victim opened up to People about rekindling her romance with Urker. While serving time in prison for her role in the killing of her mother, Blanchard was in a relationship with Urker, who started as a pen pal. Urker proposed in 2018, and their relationship then ended years prior to her 2023 prison release. At the time of her release, Blanchard was married to ex Ryan Anderson, whom she married while she was in prison. And she gets out, and they're literally divorced in like a blink of an eye. Like everything was lovely, everything was beautiful, and then poof, gone. This photo here was posted on her Instagram, apparently, of her and Ken, I guess. Ken and I reconnected as friends. It wasn't like jump out of a marriage and then let me meet up with you and boom, we're in a relationship, she said. We had kept a friendship for the longest time. He was in a relationship. I was with Ryan. And so we were living different lives with respect to our partners. A wish you the best type of thing. Patricia said, I don't think anyone realized just how much money and fame she would come into. I were worried about that. I worried about that. After her marriage to Anderson fell apart, Blanchard told People that Urker is who she turned to. It wasn't until I knew that my marriage was over that I was like, I would like to see you and let's hang out because we never got to hang out before when I was in prison, she said. We couldn't Netflix and chill while I was in prison, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. In May, Blanchard's stepmom, Christy Blanchard, told People that Urker was moving to Louisiana, where Blanchard lives, to be with her. At the time, Christy also admitted that she was the one who pushed her stepdaughter to reunite with her former fiance. I don't know nothing about the guy. I didn't know nothing about the ex-husband. And are they like literally divorced? Are they like, is their divorce final? Her and the Anderson guy? Is it like filed, done, dunzo? Legal? Um, but like I said, I don't know either one of them. So I can't talk about which one's a better choice for her. I don't know. She said, it's all my fault and I'll gladly take the blame. I wanted them back together, she told People exclusively. I made that happen. Put the heat on me. Gypsy will finally get her happily ever after, she continued. Ken's moving to New Orleans to be with her soon. He found a place Gypsy is so excited to have him closer. A love like theirs comes once in a lifetime. Mm. Let's go back up real quick and take a look at this little video here. I think it looks like it's like a minute and 43 seconds. Uh,
I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant. Ken and I are expecting our very first child come January of 2025.
so, few things. Her voice still just ee. She sounds like I've heard people say that her voice is fake. I don't know if it's fake or not. Um, I've heard people say that she has that very childlike Disney princess-esque voice because she like trained herself with it so much through the years growing up. Um, and I don't know how much of that is real or not. I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend to know whether she's acting or not with her voice. I don't know. If anybody has any, you know, opinions about that, you can voice them, but she sounds like a 12-year-old. Um, I'm not gonna lie, the husband is a handsome guy, or not husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, I don't know. He looks handsome here. Um, until she gets mad, then her real voice comes out, like in her Mother's Day video. Oof. I don't know that I saw the Mother's Day video. I'll have to go check that out, Sizzle. First child for the former inmate and child by proxy victim. Hmm. Now that's her stepmom there and her dad, her bio dad. And I guess this is Urker here behind her. Um, Michelle says, okay, I'm listening, but I'll be driving for a bit. This is against my better judgment as I cannot stand this girl, Jenny. No worries, Michelle, but drive safe. Stop commenting. Yes, drive safe. No commenting, ma'am. Thank you very much. We proposed in 2018. Daggone it, it keeps doing this stupid thing. It's on my nerves. Urker proposed in 2018, but they split years prior to her 2023 prison release. At the time of her release, Blanchard was married to Ryan Anderson. After that marriage ended, she and Ken reconnected as friends. Says we had kept a friendship for the longest time. He was in a relationship. I was with Ryan. And so we were living different lives with respect to our partners, a wish you the best type of thing. That's what I read earlier in the article. Patricia said um, she had a lot of time on her hands in prison to practice. I'm not sure. I think that's just her voice from how she was raised. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, Steph. No worries. We're here still. Rewinding to the beginning. Gonna hop in the shower. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. She says, I would say that Ken is my first love. Okay. All right.
When big ideas turn into a
All right. Now, let me go. La 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 la. Hi, Karen Dean. Welcome, welcome. All right, let me minimize this
confetti snowstorm.
video. All right. Um let's go back down here. So speaking with People in December of 2023, Blanchard discussed how she'd have to explain to her future kids about her time in prison, noting that she knew it'd be a hard conversation. Um, We're in love, said Blanchard, who was still with Anderson at the time, but also it's hard because I'm going into a new life and I'm newly married and I'm going to have kids one day. And I'm going to have to explain to my kids why their grandmother on mommy's side isn't around. And that's going to be a really hard conversation. Whoa. Whoa. Hmm. One thing she says she isn't worried about is hurting her children the way her mother Dee Dee hurt her, forcing Blanchard into numerous painful medical procedures she never needed. Oh my God, we could talk all day about those, right? Whenever someone says, do you think that because of what you went through, you're going to do that to your kids? I say, you know what? Absolutely not, said Blanchard, who has gone through years of self work and continues to receive therapy. I have learned what not to do. I have no concerns about my parenting when it comes to that. Um, that's basically the entire article. Um, let's look at this one real quick. I want to see what this video is.
Some days I do.
And here I'm going to say I'm going to give this to her because she is super pretty, okay? Um I don't know if she's had a lot of I think I heard she had a lot of work done, like um um I don't know about like plastic surgery, but I do think she had some like I know she had some dental work done, right? Um but I don't know what all she's had done. Her hair looks great, her skin looks great, she looks great. Um Kudos to her for that. Um, I just have so many mixed emotions about this. Will she be a good mother? I hope to God so. I pray so. Um, it just makes me question like I know she says she's done a lot of work, a lot of self reflection, a lot of therapy, but I feel like she should go through years, which granted she don't have years when it comes to, you know, hormones and pregnancy and all of that. I know that there's you know, females have a ticking clock, right? But I just feel like it's too soon, too soon. And I'm still struggling with how I feel about what she did. And I don't know. There's just a lot of mixed emotions. How do you guys feel? Let me make a poll. Hold on. Hold on. let me make a poll. Let's start a poll. Hold on. Let me mm, let me put a few different options here. Hold on. Mm, one more option here. Hold on. I'm trying to think of some good poll answers. Mm. All right, let me start this poll here. Let me cancel that one out. So the question that the poll is how do you feel about her? And I've given 3 options. And you can, vote in the poll, but also feel free to write your own in the comment in the chat, if it's different. Just be respectful, please. Whatever, if you say anything, just please be respectful of people, right? When you voice your opinions. That's all I ask. Chaloon feels conflicted too. Margaret says, I'm conflicted. It's her emotional maturity level that concerns me, or at least what I've seen of it. Right. It's almost like she was stunted developmentally, right? Emotionally stunted while she was growing up, but then she was stunted while she was in prison. Yeah, I know she, you know, got some education and stuff like that while she was in prison, but I just feel like she got out and then it was like boom, boom, boom. I mean, you got cameras all in your face. You got people wanting all these interviews, paparazzi everywhere taking photographs. And she's has a, trying to balance herself on wanting to be in front of the camera, but yet also wanting her privacy. She marries this guy and then she divorces this guy and she gets with an ex and now she's pregnant. And it's just like crazy pants, right? Um, no worries, Miss King. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Billy says all eyes are going to be on her and her children, so she better not screw up, right? Hardcore. People will be ooh, watching you. I mean, how do you go from what happened to her to what she did to prison and then now all over the interwebs, the TV, all that? That's a lot. Exactly, Margaret. Julian says, my hope is that it's a healing relationship she will have with her child. I mean, it's happened, but it does seem like a whirlwind. Right. I understand that. And I do. I fully um pray that it's a successful, happy, healthy pregnancy. I pray that the relationship she has with this guy is a happy, healthy relationship for both of them. I pray that she's the best mom she can be and that this baby gets everything he or she needs emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the things. I hope nothing but the best for this baby and Gypsy's relationship with whoever she's with, right? But man, it's scary considering what she's been through. Miss King says, I feel conflicted, but I don't completely blame her. I can't imagine being raised by her mother. I think she is searching for love and acceptance. I agree with that. And that's why I say I have such a mixed bag of emotions about this, because I don't even yet know how I feel. Because one minute I'm like, oh, she still needs to be behind bars. And the next minute I'm like, oh, you know, her mother was a menace, man, a menace. Um, like I really do feel like Gypsy would have died if she had not gotten out of that situation, right? I feel like she would have died. There's no doubt in my mind that she would have. Um, but there were so many just grotesque things um that's happened to her throughout the years that I don't know if, it's if any of it is anything that she could or would potentially pass down. Because I'm going to tell you guys, I believe in generational stuff, generational baggage, curses, whatever you want to call them. I believe in that kind of stuff. And I just hope and pray that it's done. Because creepy, creepy. Um, Julian says, my personal opinion is not really ready for chat, but trying to stay positive about it. I know. I know, Chaloon. I know. I get it. Miss King says, at least she'll probably not have the baby in a hospital bathroom. Jesus. Right? Oh my God. That's the truth. Um, all right. I want to watch part of this and let's see what this one is. It says Gypsy Rose Blanchard on life after prison, finding love and her new look.
You feel 33. Other days, I feel 16. Other days, I feel like I'm 45. So, I mean, quite honestly, it's just, I've lived a lot of life in these 5 months.
Honey, you have not lived a lot of life in 5 months, ma'am. No. You've lived nothing but paparazzi cameras, interviews. That's what you've lived in 5 months. You have not lived life, real life, in 5 months. Her teeth look great. Look at her teeth. She's had a lot of work done, you guys. I'm saying she looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. She looks great. Cute as a button, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Love her hair. Love everything about it.
That these days, yep, I'm very much feeling my age. I think I would describe the Gypsy Rose that went into prison as someone who honestly was very lost and confused of who she was and who she's going to be. And I think that the Gypsy that walked out of prison is finally coming to her own and very accepting of who she is now and hopeful for the future. 5 months later, this Gypsy is a little bit more wise, has a little bit more experience under her belt.
I don't know. I don't know, honey. I don't feel like she has life experience under her belt. If this is 5 months after she's been out of prison, you don't get life experience in 5 months time. You don't. Not when you got cameras in your face 24/7 and you're doing photo shoots and you're getting your hair did and your nails did and you're, you know, all of that kind of stuff. No. Um, and you're not getting real life experience inside of the prison either. That's not, I mean, yeah, it's a hard life in prison, but you're not getting experience of real life, normal, everyday things, you know? Generational trauma, right, Chaloon? Mm. I know, Patricia. She sounds like such a kid talking about gaining a lot of life experience in 5 months. Yeah. I don't know. I want to root for her, but then she starts opening her mouth, and I'm like, stop it. No.
And is still very hopeful for the future, regardless. A day in the life consists of me and my stepmom binge watching chick flick movies, me hanging out with the dogs in the backyard. And when my dad's home, my dad and I usually do things around the house, usually.
This part makes me happy, okay? Um, I'm glad that she has a stepmom that is good to her. And I'm glad that she's got this relationship back with her dad. Um, like just this picture here, him swinging her in that little hammock seat is sweet. And, I'm sure that is, it's a lot of years missed out on childhood and growing up with a parent who treats you like a child and not like the the abuse that Dee Dee um threw on her, right? But um I just feel like she's went from a 6-year-old little girl to a 30-some-year-old woman in the blink of an eye, and it's just tough. It's just tough. Tough, tough. I know, Lee. I know. Her voice is yeah. Billy said, "I hope down the road when she's out of the limelight, she doesn't do something stupid to get back in the news." I know. I mean, I know. I agree with that, Billy. 100%.
Makes me help him on the boat with boat repairs. Like, it's very simple, but I like it. The thing I love about my parents is that they do give me a sense of independence, without overstepping, and I think that they manage it really well. So moving back home, it was both a sigh of relief because I felt like, okay, I don't have to feel alone. I do have this support outside of my marriage to lean on. And so it was really actually a big
Mhm.
relief for me going back home. I didn't think it would be at first, but it really was. Any plans? Lots of them. Can we get a picture with you? Everybody's just gone gypsy crazy. I have death threats in my messages. Am I at risk for dangerous people?
So, I'll give her that. She had all of the threats and stuff when she got out. But that's still not real life experience. You know what I'm saying? That's celebrity-esque experience. That's not real life experience. By real life experience, I mean relationship with a spouse or a significant other, um, healthy relationships with family, a working relationship, whether she does it, whether she decides to be a creator online or if she goes and gets a job, working daily, working to put food on her table, working, going to the grocery store, paying bills, real life experiences, right? Paying property taxes, getting your taxes done, all the, and now she's going to have a child. That talk about real world experiences. There you go. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Margaret says having a job. Here, let me see what to say. Having a job, going to school, buying a car, getting an apartment. Exactly, Margaret. Exactly. Chalene says, I just wish she had more time to discover herself before having kids. That's it. That's a good point. That's a huge point.
The hardest lesson that I've had to learn is that, not everybody is going to accept you and love you for who you are. Some people are going to believe what they want to believe. And so you have to know your own truth and live in your truth. Social media is definitely a dance for me. There'll be days that I want to bring it closer, there'll be days that I want to push it very far back.
Now, she does speak well. I will give her that. She does. Um, she's good at speaking. Um, sometimes she opens her mouth and I'm like, "Ma'am, what?" Like the 5 months, lots of life experience, like, "No, go sit down, honey." But, like, here talking about social media, it's a dance. Some days you want it closer, some days you want it further away. I mean, it's stuff like that that she says that I'm like, that makes a lot of sense when you look at things from that perspective, right? So, all right, Lee, see you. Thanks for coming in.
So it's a learning curve for me. So figuring out um, what my point of comfortability is key in being on social media. At first, I wanted to read all the comments, and then I realized that I can't do that. There is a lot of negative comments out there, and I cannot
Mhm.
change everyone's minds. I'll feel like I want to, but their mind is already made up, and nothing I say is going to change that. So, I've ultimately turned off my comments and no longer read them.
Not every day is a fairy tale in life. I don't want to lose my wife. I love her.
And I just don't know if I'm going to be happy in this marriage. Eventually, I'm going to want a divorce.
Okay. So this is where she starts talking about wanting a divorce. So,
Ryan and I were busy filming for these 4 months, and it put a lot of stress. But the attention that social media and the public eye put on our marriage was a stress in itself.
do you guys remember she had made an Instagram post several months back and talk about showing the immaturity, right? But it's been several months, and a lot of you guys probably remember this, but she had made an Instagram post where somebody was dogging Ryan, like talking bad about him, and he was like, they were bickering back and forth on Instagram. And um she basically popped in and she's like, "Don't pay them any attention, honey. Um Ignore the haters. They're just jealous cuz I got the good D, right? Fill in the blanks." And everybody was like, "Oh my god." Everybody was running with that all over social media, right? Everybody was running with it. And I was like, "Oh, you didn't just sound like you were, you know, 16 years old." Jeez. Do you guys remember that? Tell me in the chat if you remember that when she did that on Instagram. Um, at the cafe, I went and got me some coffee. I went and got some iced coffee this time. Margaret remembers. It was mm, pretty. Mm.
So, to say that it didn't play any part would be a lie. Of course, any stress, added stress, is difficult. It was not the straw that broke the camel's back, but it was added stress. I think that there is a sense of freedom of following your heart, following what you feel like is right for you. And in my marriage, I felt like a part of me was lost in it. And so I feel like I found that missing piece of myself that I always felt was, lost. And now reclaiming that back, I definitely feel a sense of belonging in that space. I did love Ryan. Ryan and I spent 3 years of a relationship together.
I didn't realize they were together that long. I didn't know they were together for 3 years. I mean, the vast majority, well, the pretty much 99% of it was while she was in prison, right?
It was just a different love than I have for Ken.
Hey, Corbin Dioxide, it's good to see you. Um, let's see. Corbin says if she thinks things are stressful now and is even considering divorce, she's in for a wake up call after baby is born. This will not end well. Yeah, that's the whole life experience thing. I'm like, hey, Dawn. Oh my goodness, Dawn. It's good to see you too. I've missed you. Corbin, I'm glad you enjoyed the last time. Corbin Dioxide, I love that name. And I had to check you out to make sure that you weren't a TROLL the other day when you came in. And I noticed you had some super cute short videos. It was super cute shorts on your videos. There was you're funny. You're very funny, hilarious, actually. Um, you've been recovering from spine surgery, Dawn. What? When did you have that done? Um, we're getting a lot of rain right now. Hold on, folks. I have to check in on my weather because we're getting some weather. Hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute, folks. I have to check some alerts and stuff. Sounds like we're getting some heavy rain right now. Okay. Let me just text husband to make sure he's still on alert. All right, sorry about that, guys. Um okay, you had your surgery a month ago. Okay, wow. Billy, I knew that's what people were going to think. Carbon dioxide is a girl, a gal, a female, but she had short videos, not short speedo short. No. That was funny. Uh super funny. All right. Okay. Let's get back to a little bit of this. Michelle, I know the voice is bad. The voice is bad.
The thing about Ken and I is we have a long history, and our history all starts with a friendship. And then there is just a soul connection that's there. That when you meet that person, no matter how much time has passed, no matter what relationships outside of that bond is made, you keep coming back to that same person because there's just something that is so special. And that's how it is with he and I. He's very energetic. He is an extrovert. So um, I am an extrovert when it comes to people that I'm comfortable around and an introvert around strangers. So put the two of us together. And the best way that I can describe this is um, I'm like a free pony running through the fields, and he is my other free pony running through the fields with me. So we're just very two free spirited people. As a partner, when
Free ponies. Free ponies. Mm, free ponies. I'm sorry. Steph's still 7.5 minutes behind. That's okay, ma'am. Michelle says, I'm not driving now, but I'll remain quiet after this because I have zero respectful things to say. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Whenever it comes to hard days like an anniversary,
Mm,
my mother's birthday comes up, or something to
mm.
that nature where it is a very extreme hard day for me, um, I'll call him and we will say a prayer for her together. And he honestly, he calms that part of me that might feel like I don't know what to feel in the moment. And so he allows me to express those deeper emotions by
Mhm.
just being there for me and being a listening ear for me. And
I don't know how I struggle with hearing her talk about her mom. Um like in normal everyday situations, like here talking about birthdays, that, this, the other. Yeah, I struggle with hearing her talk about that, like praying for her and stuff. And right, Margaret, when unless she's specifically talking about what happened to her, I feel mm, like wrap it up in a nice, neat little package and put it over there, and don't talk about that when you're talking about other stuff. I mean, I know they asked her the question. They're the ones editing and all that, but um okay. We are getting a poop ton of rain right now. Hold on a minute, you guys. Jeez Louise. Lots and lots of rain. Mm-mm-mm. She has no license to say, I pray for my mother and my mother's right. That's how I feel, Margaret. I'm like, it's not a good look. Even if you feel that way, it's not a good, it don't look good because you got people out here that's like, you killed your mother. You know what I mean? So, um,
not judging me based on what I'm feeling in that moment.
We're being followed.
I'm getting a huge culture shock. I was always afraid that the cameras were going to run him off.
a huge culture shock, right? Steph says, and now I'm subscribing to Corbin. I think I subscribe too, you guys. She got some super cute content. Are you like on TikTok or something, Corbin? Hold on, I have to cough. Okay. Um, well, Steph says she's already showing massive red flags that she is just like her mother. Oof. Life is ridiculous when you have kiddos. I know. I know. I have a 5-year-old, so, and a bigger kid. So, all right. I have one currently running through the house whistling with the whistle. I, I don't. Her dad's got control of her at the moment, so.
Because, he's just a guy, he's not from the media world. He's not used to cameras and lights and action and all that. So every time something like that happens, um, I get insecure. And I worry that that's something that's going to drive him away. And that's when, at the end of the night, we have a talk, like we have a heart to heart. And I'm like, did that bother you? I'm like, is that hard on you? We have great communication. And he's like, no, I understand that that's what comes with being with you. And I understand that if I'm going to be a part of your life, that's the norm for you. And I love you that much to go through with this relationship and do that for you. I would say that Ken is my first love because that's when I honestly felt like a mature love. It wasn't based off of a fantasy. It was actually based on a connection that
Okay, so based on the fantasy, there, she's going back to, I want to say the kid. Um, oh shoot, what's his name? Um, the guy that actually killed her mother. I always forget his name. Um, somebody will tell me in the chat, I'm sure. But I feel like that's the fairy tale um relationship she's talking about. Nicholas, go to John. That's it. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Um, there's no way a person could get out of her life and be okay. Right, Chaloon? There's no way without years and years and years of therapy, which I know she's gotten therapy through prison, but mm, I don't know. I'm not sold on that, right? I'm not sold. But
two people has for each other. And it wasn't something that I was in love with the idea of love. Like, I understand it's not going to be a fairy tale every day, but taking the good with bad is part of life, and that's worth it. Like, having that special love is worth it. And if you don't go through the hard times, then how could you appreciate the good times? The decision to change my hair color and get rhinoplasty. Rhinoplasty is something that I've been wanting to have since I was 16.
okay, so she did have rhinoplasty. Okay. Okay. Because I was going to say, in those pictures, her nose looked way different than it does now, you know? A lifetime of therapy, right? Um, Corbin says, true story. Jaloon, shoot, I can only imagine how things really are in her mind. Ugh. Lifetime of therapy. I heard she refused therapy in prison, only does it for parole board now. Okay. Well, Steph said she's all over the media all the time. She chases it. When the attention fades, she's going to do the same crap her mom did to get attention back on her. Her mother put on a show for attention. She got rhinoplasty and I think veneers dental implant. I knew she had the teeth worked on, but I didn't know about anything else like plastic surgery or any sort of like facial um refused therapy. Jeez Louise.
It was always a feature on my face that was cause for a low self-esteem issue. So that was a choice that I got to make as a free woman, whereas it's
Oof.
something that I would have never dreamed of being able to do back living with my mom or in prison. And then getting my hair to, the style I want and tweak on it to where I got highlights and it wasn't quite as light as I wanted to go. So I went lighter. It's those little changes that I'm making to myself that I feel are gradual steps into being the person that I want to be and fits my personality. I feel good about it. The instinctual need of being like, okay, well, I want to do this. I'll wait a minute. I don't have to ask anybody. I can just do it myself. And I don't get in trouble for it. I don't get in trouble for expressing my personality. My mom didn't want me to wear makeup. She felt like that was too grown up and associated that with things that I wasn't allowed to do. So now coming out, hit up Sephora, hit up Ulta Beauty, and spent a lot of money there.
So what I want to know is where does she get all that money? Right? I mean, don't get me wrong. As a girl at her age who missed out on all of those opportunities growing up as a child, that would have been the first. I would have wanted to do all those things, right? Get my nails done, go get some pretty makeup, get my hair did, buy some cute clothes. But I still feel like she went through her adolescence. She went through, it was like she went through all of her teen years and all of her like early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s. Like she went through all of that in a very short amount of time when she got out of prison. It was like she jumped from a 15-year-old girl to a 30-some-year-old woman in the blink of an eye. And that's not healthy. I don't know where her money's coming from. I don't know. Did she get breast augmentation? I didn't know that. I wouldn't doubt it, but um Steph said earlier in the news and invited to events, and Gypsy is still living for those same experiences. She's used to it, and she also enjoys the attention she's had her whole life. I feel like she would do anything to maintain attention on her. Mm. And in the interviews with the ex-husband, she would do the same. Yes, I did notice that. Do the hand grip and the motions her mom would do with her. Yep, I remember seeing that. Money she's making for appearances, like the donations she's got for making appearances. Okay. Um, she was used for attention, and now she's still using herself for attention. I don't think she knows what being left alone is like. That's a good. That's a good. Um, that's a good thought, Margaret, about the not knowing what it's like to be left alone. Mm. Steph said, I'd be a shut in if I wanted the exact opposite of my childhood experience. Typical response to go to the complete other direction to feel a sense of control. I get that. I get that. Hmm. Oh, you need some rain, Michelle? I'll sure send you some.
And I'm like doing all these makeup tutorials in the bathroom mirror and
See, that's complete. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's some creators, beauty creators out there who like to do like video tutorials. I'm not talking about them. They're wonderful, magical people. I love that. I watch that myself, right? But this is giving me like teenage vibes in the bathroom, putting on, you know what I mean? Like on Instagram or Snapchat. It's just very
experimenting with makeup. So that's something that I'm like, I'm doing it. I have to always constantly
she
give
looks so
myself
pretty
a
there.
little bit of grace. I always have to remind myself that, yes, I'm a victim of Munchausen by proxy, but I'm also a survivor of it. Like, I don't like the term victim. I have
So that's where another part of my mixed bag feelings, my mixed bag of feelings is she is a victim of Munchausen's by proxy. She is a survivor. You know, that's true. She is. Um, mm, 30 seconds, almost there. Steph's trying her best to get caught up. Miss King says the thing is it takes money to do all these things. I'm sure she is paid by Netflix. So what happens when she's not getting all this money when you have to pay bills and budget? Exactly, Miss King. How? That's what I said earlier about real life. She hasn't had the opportunity to get the concept of what real life is yet. Even at this point, she hasn't, you know. I would be fine if that's what she wanted to do as a career. Oh, do you mean the what, Steph? Do you mean the like beauty? I mean, I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm just saying that in that portion, she was kind of giving me like teenage vibes. Whatever she wants to do as a career is fine by me. That's none of my business, you know. I don't care what she does as a career. I hope it's something that she loves. I hope it's something she's passionate about. And if it's fashion and beauty, then so be it. Um, I just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm struggling with, mm, it's almost like I can't make up my mind how I feel about this, about her becoming a mother. Um, because I still haven't grasped how I really feel about what she did to her mother, you know? Oh, it's so big, right? Like, mm. Michelle said she's not ready for motherhood, in my opinion, but who am I to say? Ugh, conflicting feelings. That's what I said, Michelle. For me, I'm very conflicted about this. Chaloon says, OMG, I just realized whose voice hers reminds me of. Eugenia Cooney. I don't know who that is. It sounds very familiar. Why do I know that name? Um, uh, her breasts are massive. She wouldn't get away with the childlike appearance if her breasts were like that. I don't recall her having breasts in her prison jumper. Um, she hasn't given herself a chance to live a normal life. She's not. As long as she's got a camera in her face and she's still on the cover of all these tabloids and people are like me are still talking about her on YouTube, that's not a real life. Um, and the only way she's ever going to live a normal life is just go away. And I don't mean like, I just mean stop doing interviews, get out of the limelight. People will eventually just be like, who's Gypsy Rose? I don't know who that is, you know? But I don't know who Eugenia is. Eugenia. I, why does the name sound so familiar? I don't know. Hmm. Uh, okay, I do. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, Michelle. I know who she is. I've seen her. Yes. Yep. I'm not gonna look her up here, Chaloon, because she says it is very triggering, and if she's still alive, I don't know how. Um, that's sad. Um, yeah, I've seen her. I've watched her before. Um, Corbin says I gotta bounce and start cooking dinner. Do you go live on certain days, times? I subscribe, so hopefully I'll get notified. Y'all take care now. Corbin, yes, I go live just about every day through the week. Went live earlier today talking about Alexi Treviso, and I did a poll in there, and the vast majority of the chat voted for the Alec Baldwin trial. So as soon as that's underway, we're going to be starting that. And in between, we'll be discussing these other random cases and stories and things. So, but thanks for checking in and popping in. It was good to see you. Good to see you. And welcome back. Welcome back. Awesome. Yay. Chaloon says the situation with their mums is a little bit similar, if you ask me too. Then I realized they both infantile. I can't say that word. I don't know how to pronounce it right. Infantilize their voices. Is that how you pronounce that? But I agree. I agree. Because Eugenia does have a very similar, and it's the whole like baby doll thing, you know? Let me see. I think if she passed, we would have heard. She and her mom say she's fine. She rakes in the dough and lives with mom. It's a sick situation. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. So I'm going to, we've watched quite a bit of this. I'm going to post this copy and paste it over here in the chat. All right, I'm putting the source in the chat there from Infantilize. Infantilize. Okay. Okay. Sheesh, that's a hard word. Okay. So anyway, I've got in the chat the article from People, which is what we've been looking at. And this video is included in there too, or you can find it on YouTube on the People's YouTube channel. But I also really want to see her announcement video. Here it is. Hold on a second. I wanted to see something else down here too. I want to see. Was moving to Louisiana. Okay. All right. Let me go back up here and we're going to watch this.
Hi, everybody. So I know the rumors have been flying around for quite some time now, and I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant. Ken and I are expecting our very first child come January of 2025. We're both very excited. This was not planned at all. It was completely unexpected, but we're both very excited to take on this new journey of parenthood. I have already experienced the symptoms when I first learned that I was pregnant. The first thing that I noticed was the cravings. So I craved orange juice. Orange juice was not something that like I craved on a daily basis before. So when I started craving orange juice, I'm like, okay, well, guess I just want orange juice. I didn't think anything of it. And so that was one thing. And then like the next thing that I noticed was like the hunger, like an insatiable hunger to just eat everything. So I really went on a binge and just started eating everything. And then of course I missed my period, and I didn't think anything of it because I had seen my OBGYN and I had tested my fertility. And she's like, we're probably gonna have to put you on fertility meds, or at least something to make you ovulate because you're not ovulating on a regular. So I'm like, okay. So I had that appointment was like a month out. And so when I missed my period, I thought I was just having issues with ovulation. And it wasn't until I had texted with Ken, and he's like, "Have you taken a pregnancy test?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't think I'm pregnant."
I don't think I'm pregnant. Ma. Craving something you don't normally crave or normally have. Eating everything in all the cabinet. Not that she said that, but she said she, was eating everything. Missed a period. No, I don't think I could be pregnant. Okay. And yeah, somebody said, hold on. Hi, Amber. Welcome. Welcome, Amber. Let me catch back up. Very cool last name, Cristiano. I like that name. Chaloon, yes, Disney princess vibes, right? Yikes. Disney princess vibes, 100%. She's making this her entire identity instead of distancing from it. Patricia, that's one of my biggest worries, right? Is exploitation of her child. That's what I worry about. Not saying she will, and hopefully she doesn't, but that's one of my fears. She'll probably be a family vlogger. Oh, Lord, please, no. Dawn says I can't see her as a mom. Oh. Right, Chaloon? Way too many way too many details to give the internet, girl. Ay, ay, ay. Right, Steph. She was working on regulating her cycles. She was tracking her stuff. So when you are tracking, that's a clear indicator that you are wanting to, right? Craving food, yeah. Oh, yay, Steph. Love that fresh and clean feeling after a nice shower and a blow dry. Yeah. Love that too.
I don't think it's that. And then I had taken a test and it turned out positive. And so everything just made sense. But my pregnancy journey so far. So I have experienced crazy mood swings. Like poor Ken. If he breathes wrong, I am just like, pregnancy is not easy with the mood swings.
Anybody else get the I feel like and I'm not accusing her of it, but I can totally see her being the person who's like, you know what? I'm going to take every single pregnant woman stereotype, symptom, and claim it all. Like, oh, let me just, flip out on you on purpose because I just want to be mean and angry and then blame it on pregnancy hormones.
And he's been very gracious about it. He's been very forgiving about it, but good Lord. We were driving in the car the other day, and this is before I got my hair done, so I did still have brown hair at this time. But I was listening to music and a song came on the radio and I just started crying. And I'm like, why am I crying right now? Like, oh my God, this song has never made me so emotional. And it was Let It Go by, or Let Her Go or something by Passenger. Good Lord. I was just in tears. I'm like, I cannot listen to this stuff. I can't do it. A lot of the other
So I have to the crying, the tears. Yeah, I get that part because whenever I was pregnant with my first kiddo, who's 18 now, so it's been a long time ago. When I was pregnant with him, I cried every time that it was this very sweet Fruit of the Loom underwear commercial where the guys were all dressed as the different fruits. It was a very sweet commercial. It was underwear commercial, Fruit of the Loom. I don't remember what the commercial was even about or why it made me emotional, but I cried. Crazy, I know. I need to find that commercial and figure out what in the world made me cry. I don't know.
other symptoms that I've been having is mild symptoms, everything that goes with pregnancy. Now, morning sickness, I've been actually very blessed to not have major morning sickness. That's been amazing. So far, pregnancy has been a breeze as far as symptoms. I find like the tiredness is starting to wear off a little bit. That was like the biggest symptom that I had saw with me, is that I'm always tired and sleepy. So that's been one thing that I've been dealing with. The rest is completely manageable. Like I said, Ken has been very forgiving to my symptoms. But the rest has been a breeze. And the baby looks healthy, happy. It's still going to be a long journey ahead, but I'm up for it. I know that there are going to be people that feel like I'm not ready to be a mom.
Breaking also, jury has been now chosen for Alec Baldwin. As per Court TV on Twitter, breaking news: the jury has been chosen in the Alec Baldwin manslaughter trial in New Mexico. So that makes me feel like it's very possible that opening statements will probably begin tomorrow. So just a heads up for those of you who decided that you wanted to watch the Alec Baldwin trial. If opening statements do start tomorrow, that in fact is what we will be doing. Okay. Okay.
Mother. And I don't know if anyone's really ready to become a mother. I don't know anybody that said, okay, I'm ready. I'm doing this.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, there's lots. There are, actually. Let me rewind that back a little bit. There are lots of women who say, yeah, and have tried for years and years and years to have children who are way past ready, right? I know that's not what she meant. I know she meant, like everybody says, are you ever really prepared? Well, I can argue that some people are. Hi, Luna. Welcome. I'm a little bit nervous, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. There is a poll in the chat. If you haven't voted yet, I would love for you to vote. Um, uh,
And to be people that feel like I'm not ready to be a mother. But the rest has been a breeze. And the baby looks healthy, happy. It's still going to be a long journey ahead, but I'm up for it. I know that there are going to be people that feel like I'm not ready to be a mother. And I don't know if anyone's really ready to become a mother. I don't know anybody that said, okay, I'm ready. I'm doing this. I think in my experience, everybody that I've ever talked to, they're like, it just happened. And so I feel a shift in
No, ma'am, there's lots of plans. There's lots of planned ones. Um, that came out of nowhere. That statement just mm, what? Frog logging. Michelle's like, what is frog logging? Yeah, and Michelle and Margaret says, Michelle, I'll let Steph field that one. And so, Michelle, frog logs are a real thing for people to have in their pool to rescue frogs from drowning, right? It's a true thing. But we have also adopted it to be pooping frog logs. Steph calls them frog logs now instead of pooping. Yes. Michelle, I told y'all, and anybody coming into the our chat, our stuff goes crazy off the wall sometimes. Um, Billy says baby is happy and healthy at 11 weeks. Well, I sure hope it is. I mean, hopefully she's having, I hope she has a very uneventful pregnancy. Um, Prayers for that.
myself. When I found out that I was pregnant, none of anything else mattered. The drama on social media, the feud between creator and me, and all of that drama just all faded. It didn't matter anymore. All that matters is making sure that I'm healthy, the baby's healthy, my relationship with Ken is healthy, and we are.
Oh, well, Billy, I'm sure she just means by way of uh checking in on it from a doctor. I mean, I'm assuming that's what she means. But I don't know that. Um but yeah, they don't even usually do not x-rays. Lord, what somebody help me out in the chat. What's the word that they do? Not an x-ray. What is it? A scan. You know what I'm trying to say? Ultrasound. That's the word, Margaret. Thank you, ma'am. They don't usually do those until later on, unless there's potentially something. Um, so, but I'm assuming that's what she's talking about. Let me see. Michelle says, I'm all about saving critters, but potty humor is also a good thing, and I'm not above it. We have a lot of potty humor here. It's, yeah. Mm. Michelle stuff does it to get at me, and she does it every time. I know. Margaret's always like shocked. Um, Luna says, maybe I'm a witch, but I'll pray for baby, not for her. She don't deserve it. She needed to pray for her own mother. Well, she actually says in this thing earlier, that she does pray for her mother on her birthdays and stuff. And I'm like, what? No. Mm-mm. No. No, no, no. Um, yeah, everybody says ultrasound, 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 ultrasound. Yeah, they can hear the heartbeat too. They use those machines. Um, but usually you have to wait until you're a certain how certain far enough along to get the heartbeat, but I would say at 11 weeks you can. I can't remember. It's been a while for me, so. Mm. Put it right in here. I love y'all. Found you last week or the week before. You need way more subscribers. Thank you, Michelle. I'm working on getting them. We're working. I would rather take um you know, slow and steady wins the race, I guess. That's a whole lot, Margaret. You asked if I was frog logging you earlier. Oh, you could at 9 weeks, Steph? Well, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's get back to this.
moving forward in a positive way. Um, it's an amazing feeling when your whole world shifts and
Mm.
suddenly it's
Absolutely,
not about
Michelle.
you. It's not
Absolutely.
about anything other than the tiny little life that's inside you that you are now in charge of protecting. And that little tiny life is a baby, a little tiny human that's yours, and that you have to make sure that you protect, you love, you take care of, and all of the things that I wished I could have had when I was little.
Oh, here come the tears. Yoo, here come the tears. Um, Here come the tears. Sorry, just checking in on the weather again, you guys. I have to stay alert, to the weather. Um, yeah, here come the tears. I hope that these tears are um real and not forced or fake. I don't know. I don't know. Luna says, I can't stand her. And that's okay. That's okay. I personally have a very, like I said earlier from the beginning of the stream, I have very mixed emotions about her. 1 second, I can't stand her. The next minute, I'm like, not that I love her because I don't love her, but I'm conflicted, I'm just conflicted. The tears are fantasy. Hi, Pam. Welcome. Where are the tears? I don't know, but I love your profile picture. That's super cool. Um, the tears are just fantasy. Tears are just fantasy, said Pam. Her voice, it's difficult to remain respectful, but I will. I don't like this chick. I know, Michelle. She sounds like a Disney princess. I know. I know. I know. Yeah, you better be walking, ma'am, after you had surgeries and stuff, or surgery. Michelle says I'm with Luna. I Thank you guys, any new folks for joining. I hope if you haven't already that you like us enough to stay and subscribe and click that thumbs up button and all the YouTube things. Share me with your friends. If you've got friends who love true crime and they're a good group of people, send them our way. We're growing our channel over here on this corner of the YouTubes, and um we appreciate the new faces. She loves her Disney princesses. Absolutely. I know she does. I know. I know. I know. Or your mom. Yes, Patricia. Invite your mom or your niece or your aunt or your daughter or. Can you open the front door? Why couldn't you open the front door, Margaret? All the friends I have that like true crime are here already.
Here I am getting emotional, guys. Sorry. All the things that I wanted in a mother, I want to give to this baby. Knowing that I am a mother now. And I'm happy. And I just want to be a good mother for my child. I want to be everything my mother wasn't. Ken and I had a wonderful talk about.
I'm not seeing the tears. I think the tears are fantasy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not seeing the tears. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hmm. Let me see. Michelle says, I just found you by accident. YouTube thought I'd like you, and they were correct. Oh, yay! Yay! Or your foodie bestie to recommend snacks. Yes. That's how you did get here, right, Miss King? Yeah, the ants will help you open your front door, Margaret. I know, Steph. Where's the tears? I'm not seeing them. She took acting lessons from JP Miller. Oh, Lord help me. No moisture. She should have lines down her face through her foundation. Like, mm-hmm. I'm glad you showed up, Margaret, because we sure do love you and we ain't never letting you go, ma'am. You stuck with us.
About the future for him and I. And we both agree that we both grew.
Hi, Emma. Not one real tear. Hi, Emma. It's good to see you. Hi and welcome. And yeah, I'm not seeing any tears. I mean, I was hoping that whenever I unpaused it and she lifted her face up, that I would see a face full of tears. There are none. I don't see any.
Grew up in broken homes. I grew up without a father, pretty much.
Absolutely. Hi to all the new lurkers coming out. We love it. We love it. We love it. She is, right? Yep.
And he grew up in a family where, his parents got divorced. And I think we both agree that neither one of us wants our child to be in that kind of a situation. With that being said, it doesn't matter what we go through, him and I. Whatever we face, we'll face it together. Because
Oh, wait. She just
have a
wiped her
baby
eyes.
now.
She just wiped her eyes. Did you see anything? Did you see a tear? Hold on. Steph says, Michelle, me too. I keep nagging Jenny to cover it, especially now the family have released a video looking for donations for Micah's Law. I saw that there was an arrest, something about the guy with the sprinkler that like what was that about? If she's emotional, I want tears, swole up eyelids, right? Like I want her eyelids poofy. And there should be snot coming out of her nose. Like an ugly cry, right? Full on snot. Yep. Like my mom used to say, pee or get off the pot. Luna says, well, Gypsy, instead of calling your boyfriend to kill your mom, you should have called Dad to come get you. Ouch. Oh, man, you're right. Mm-mm-mm. This is how she cries to that song, you guys. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. These comments are coming in. Everybody's saying hi to you guys. Hi. Luna says, you got a girl that made the murder. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. The murder of her mom possible and a guy that looks for love in prison. It's a recipe for perfect family upbringing. I know. Complete. It's just, it's like, she's so fake, it's fake. So, she should be nose bubbling, right? That's what I'm saying. She should have big bubbles popping out of her nose. Like, I want, like Margaret said, I want snot. And, like, crying so hard that you're like, you know what I mean? But the thing, like, I know that we can, and I'm just as guilty of it. I know we can keep saying these things, but the point is she's already pregnant. It's a done deal. There ain't no going back. There ain't no, like rewind button on that action. It's a done deal. So where do we go from there? We don't have to go nowhere. It's none of our business except for, I mean, I guess when you put your stuff out there in the public eye, it becomes, we can make it our business, I guess. But at the end of the day, she's pregnant. And I just don't know how I'm feeling about it. Hold on. We love new people who enjoy chatting and don't complain about babbling. Yeah, because I'm a babbler. We babble over here. I have ADHD. My brain don't function right 99% of the time. So, Michelle says, Jenny, you'd have to know the case. Sprinkler guy has nothing to do with her death. All small puzzle pieces, though. Well, I didn't think he did. He's some old guy that works at the church, right? Talking about Micah Miller. Nose bubbling. Ooh. Sorry, LOL. Have I mentioned I really don't like her yet? I can't stop watching the train wreck. I have issues. We all have issues, ma'am. That's why we're sitting here. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you guys about it. I was literally talking about Alexi Treviso. I keep having to whisper Alexi because everybody's Alexis go off like mad crazy when I say her name. But I was talking about that case earlier today in a live stream on the channel. And literally my phone was going crazy pants with notifications about Gypsy Rose being pregnant. And I was like, hold up, wait, what? So then whenever I got done with that stream, I was like, okay, we're coming back because we're going to talk about this. So here we are. Just saying, she seemed more excited about the brownies after the murder than she does this baby. She was very excited about those brownies. That's true. Luna spoke the truth. Good point. She's always says she don't care about what other people think, yet she's always trying to defend herself with lies. He attends the church, not an employee, right? Yep. Oh, he attends it, not an employee. Okay. So, well, what was he doing? Just volunteering? Oh, hold on a second, you guys. Hold on. I got hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. Intermission for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Husband needed to pop in here and ask a quick question. Let me see. Um, oh, there we go. Luna's like, yes. We were talking about her earlier. Um, by the way, did you know that about a month ago, the judge granted that motion to suppress the body cam footage from the cops, which means when they go to trial next month, the jury won't get to see that. However, the state has filed an appeal to that motion, so we'll see what happens. They're supposed to have a preliminary hearing again on the 22nd of this month, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. Oof, Steph, we're not speaking that into existence. This is the best Gypsy's hair has looked, right? Yes. Michelle says Luna, yes. Michelle's like, yes, on the hair, right? But true story, true story. Her hair in that other video we watched a while ago looked bomb. It looked so pretty. Margaret said, I was going to burst in with the news when it popped up on my phone. I mean, I let out a gasp and scared the dog. I was like, no way. I wanted to like blurt it out in the middle, but I was like, no, I'll hold myself. I'll not say anything yet. Oop. Let me go back. I did. Pam's like, hair is fake too, LOL. Sorry, just can't stand her. Oh my god. Well, it's pretty. Even if it's fake, it's pretty. Michelle, I agree. Wish that they would get a new judge for her because I don't know. Fake for fake. She does have hair extensions, but it's defo the best. Well, I mean, I don't. I mean, hair extensions. What? I probably I would agree, but it does look good. It does look good. Steph says, "I'm gonna just say I love the newbies." I know, right? I know. I love the newbies, but I also love my oldies. All right. We're gonna finish this out.
Have something that's bigger than either one of us. So whatever comes
Oh,
our way,
wait, I
whatever
was gonna rewind it because I wanted to see when she wiped a tear, if there was a tear or if she wiped a fantasy tear. Hold on.
art that's big we other, not about the future for him and I. And we both agree that we both grew up in broken homes. I grew up without a father pretty much. And he grew up in a family where, his parents got divorced. And I think we both agree that neither one of us wants our child to be in that kind of a situation. With that being said, it doesn't matter what we go through, him and I. Whatever we face, we'll face it together.
There were no tears.
Because
There were none. None.
have
Zero.
a baby now.
There was nothing there. There was nothing there. No. Michelle said I subbed on the first day. I know you did. Oh, Emma says she's going to subscribe. Thank you. Yes. Steph says, please subscribe. We'd love to keep you. Thank you, Emma. I appreciate that. Luna says, you guys are way better to talk about this stuff. I told my husband and he just said, who the H-E-double-L is Gypsy Rose. Can't even gossip if he don't know. Well, my husband, if I were to even mention it, if I were to say the name Gypsy Rose, he would be like, who's that? But yeah, we love it over here. We love it over here. Hmm. Well, I'm glad that you stumbled in. I'm glad. And if you guys are interested in following the Alec Baldwin trial at all, and you want a smaller chat to engage in, join us, because the group over here decided, they voted to watch the Alec Baldwin trial. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be covering that probably beginning tomorrow, because they have already picked their jury. So they're ready to roll, it looks like. The newbies add a new fun element, right? We mesh. I do love my OGs. Margaret says, from my cursory knowledge of body, face, language, she ain't adding up with crying. She went like this. If you're going to fake cry, just do the, like the one finger at the corner of one eye, one time. But if you're going to go like this, you better have some tears, or there better be some mascara streaked across your face afterwards. That's all I'm saying. It's weird how you get used to that. I just sucked a helium balloon voice. Yeah, right. Luna, agree. However, the joy I got when Eminem released Houdini and my ex-husband had to look to me to explain Sherry Papini reference. Yeah, that right over my head. Steph says, I don't know if I'll be here. I give 0 frog logs about Baldwin, but also I can annoyed clean. Okay. Telling you she did the JP School of Public Speaking. Mascara ran, fake eyelashes falling off, nose bubbles. That's crying, right? The ugly cry. Crime Cafe just attracts a great and hilarious bunch. I know. I love our bunch of people.
Now we have something that's bigger than.
I will say she's got the mom boobs going on, though, right? The pregnant mom boobs. She does have that going for her.
Either one of us. So whatever comes our way, whatever arguments we have, whatever drama gets thrown at us on social media, we're going to stick together. We're not breaking, because we are a family now. And as unconventional as this relationship and this child may have came from, I couldn't be happier. And this is a blessing.
Mm-mm-mm. You do your best cleaning when you're annoyed and frustrated. Nose bubbles needed, right? Where are the nose bubbles? Ma'am. Welcome to the Frog Log Club. She is showing them. She's showing them. I mean, she's got great ones. No way is that natural. Fake is the hair and the tears. Oh my God. That's what she said about Ryan. Right? I know. Oh my God. She looks like she's at the glowing stage. Hate to say it, but it won't last, Emma says. I'm waiting for Pam to pop in and say something about something else is fake. She can't help it. She can't stand her. I'm waiting on that one. Pam's like coming in with this is fake. I can't stand her. That's fake. I can't stand her. It's cracking me up. You guys are killing me. Um, Emma says she looks like she's at the glowing stage. She does look glowy. I'll give her that, right? She went to the doctor and asked for her fantasy boobs and a pony. the the free pony. I'm gonna ask Ma to make me a shirt that says Frog Log Club. She's very dramatic. I know. It's a little bit of an actressy sort of vibe. Blessing for who, right, Luna? The thing I don't get. Why is she acting like she's crying and wiping her face? I'm pretty sure she had her tear ducts removed. Oh. Oh, that's true. It was a fire D, right? That's true. That's what she called it on Instagram. Yeah, something like that. But let me ask you though about the tear duct thing. Um, I don't know if that was true that she really did. But okay, that's what I was thinking of. The salivary glands. I didn't know about the tear ducts. Can you even have tear ducts removed? I don't even know. Is that medically able? Possible? I don't know. But also the fire D wasn't this guy's, it was the other guy's, her ex-husband, apparently, allegedly, and in her opinion on Instagram. Um Apparently and allegedly. Hi Renee, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Um your eyes need your tear ducts, duh. Your eyes will dry up and fall out. Okay, well there you go. I'm sure she tells Ken his is hotter. Yours is more fire. Yours is fierier. It's her now I can't say it right either. Salivary. I can't spell it. That's why she licks her lips all the time. That's true. True, true, true. Jennifer says, hi and welcome, Jennifer. She says, pretty funny. She said she was on birth control when her and Ken first started hanging out. And now she's pregnant. Kenny boy got trapped. Mm. Well, she was talking earlier about, didn't she say earlier in this part? Let's go back and look. Let's go back and look. Because I think earlier in here she said that she was tracking, right?
around for quite some time now. In weeks January of 2025, I experienced the symptoms when I first learned that I was pregnant. The first thing that I noticed was the cravings. So I craved orange juice. Orange juice was not something that like I craved on a daily basis before. So when I started craving orange juice, I'm like, okay, well, guess I just want orange juice. I didn't think anything of it. And so that was one thing. And then like the next thing that I noticed was like the hunger, like an insatiable hunger to just eat everything. So I really went on a binge and just started eating everything. And then of course I missed my period, and I didn't think anything of it because I had seen my OBGYN and I had tested my fertility. And she's like, we're probably gonna have to put you on fertility meds, or at least something to make you ovulate because you're not ovulating on a regular. So I'm like, okay, something. She's in my OBGYN. It's my period. And I didn't think anything of it because I had seen my OBGYN and I had tested my fertility. And she's like, we're probably gonna have to put you on fertility meds, or at least something to make you ovulate because you're not ovulating on a regular. So I'm like, okay. So I had that appointment was like a month out. And so
she wasn't trying, then why are you going through all of this stuff? Right? Let me see. Let me see. I know she had it for her eyes too, but I don't remember what it was. She was begging for him back when she was still in prison and married to Ryan. Oof. Somebody come over and make my dinner. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't know what we're having for dinner tonight, FYI, by the way. I believe she said on her live last week she was on birth control. I don't know. She made a big point about it and then giggled. I don't know. I bet he has, right? I bet he has. Mhm. So she's on fertility treatment, but no, I didn't plan to fertilize this egg. Mm. Hey, Blunts and Gems, good to see you. How are you, dear? How are you doing? Right. She sounds like somebody's trying to get pregnant. If you're going to the OBGYN, you're checking your fertility. The doctor's like, oh, you're not ovulating. Da 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 da. That's somebody who's like trying. So then why would you be on birth control? I'm not buying that because she's a liar. I told y'all she's out in herself thinking she's being manipulative. I guess, maybe. I don't know. Michelle says, I can't stand her. You and a few others, ma'am. You and a few others. She can't keep up with her own lies. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Sam. Good to see you. All right, so we caught that part. Let's go back to the end where we were at. I think we were roundabout here, maybe. Do you know why we can't stand her, Jenny? Because she's fake. Everything about her's fake, including her tears and her hair and her boobs and her nose and her teeth.
So whatever comes our way, whatever arguments we have, whatever drama gets thrown at us on social media, we're going to stick together. We're not breaking because we are a family now. And as unconventional as this relationship and this child may have came from, I couldn't be happier. And this is a blessing. I found my freedom in a way that I never expected. And I'm okay with that. Everything that has ever happened to me in my life suddenly doesn't matter. Because it all led me to be who I am today. And it all led me to this moment right here, right now. And that's a blessing. To say that I made it. That's a success story.
There you go. There you go. So, hi Night Owl. Hello, hello, and welcome. Let me see. Where did I end with the comments? Can't say I'm surprised. Who's the baby's daddy? So the baby's daddy is her first love, not the guy she married in prison, but the guy that she dated while she was in prison before she got married. And this guy's name is Ken Urker. Fake tears saying this is a blessing. I don't know. Are you surprised? I guess maybe. Is it over? Please say it's over. Oh. Oh, Lord. Luna says what you need to do is go behind the prison doors, Gypsy. So has everybody voted in the poll in the chat? Has everybody voted? Yeah, it's not the guy who she manipulated to kill her mom. It's not that guy. No, the daddy is not the very large man. I'll show you guys here in a second again. Hold on. Let me go back to it. This is him. That's the daddy. His name is Ken Urker. She's her own drama coach. All right, so let me make sure. Let me see how many votes are in. Okay, so we got 45 votes so far. I am going to give you guys a few more minutes. Night Owl says TLC will have our own show forever, and all of us will be watching as we wait for the apocalypse. You know what? I love all those shows on TLC. I really do. I love all those shows on TLC. I'm a huge lover of those shows, right? Like I loved the Duggars back in the day before they got, I mean, they were already odd ducks, right? But then things went way crazy. I never watched all the spin-offs, like whatever. I loved the Sister Wives, Seeking Sister Wife. I'm a huge 90 Day Fiance. Like I like the older ones. I haven't watched a lot of the newer ones, but I love the 90 Day Fiance stuff. And I follow a lot of those people over there on Instagram. Like David and Annie. Let me see. You have the Duggar DVDs, Jaloon. Oh, I used to love whenever they would come out with those like really cool, like they would share different recipes, like their tater tot casserole, and they always had some super cool recipes. But I love all those shows. You got the smaller stick. First guy she engaged to when she was in prison. Mm. I wonder why he broke up with her. Steph says he broke up with her because of the attention he was getting. Well, what kind of attention do you think you're going to get when you're dating a chick in prison that is in prison for murdering her mother? He is cute, right? That's what I said. I said he was handsome too. Good for her. She met Ryan, still was into this guy and was begging for him back. Oof. So that's one question I have, Jennifer. Are Gypsy and Ryan's marriage, are they not legally divorced yet? I don't know. Right after she got out, she divorced the husband and called the ex to rekindle their friendship or whatever. Yeah, I remember whenever there was like news breaking, there were like a lot of photos of her with this guy while she was still married. Like, yeah, that was when all that news came out about her leaving him. Guilty pleasure, yeah, same. Same. Ooh, nice. Sean off still. Is that gastric bypass? I like those 600-pound life episodes. Yeah, those are cool. Those are really good stories. I love Dr. Now. You have 30 days to lose 50 pounds or something like that. I snark watched even back in the day for the Duggars. He is the cook, but I do like the recipes. Oh. Oh. Good night, Emma. I'm glad that you found us. Now you're here from the UK. All right. Glad you found us. Hope you come back. Thank you. I don't know if she's with him or not, Night Owl. I mean, the way that video that we played was, she posted that video today announcing the pregnancy. And she says that they're together, so, I mean, I guess, I don't know if, I mean, that's all I know is that she says they're together, so. Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, Emma. Appreciate it. Um, Night Owl, she is, but I don't think it's beyond dating. She looks like the mother in this pic a little bit. You're welcome. Thank you for being lovely. Sean of Steel. Okay. Thank you for fixing that for me because I didn't know for sure if it was off or of. Yeah, no, he is cute as heck, but something's got to be wrong with him, right? Doctor Now ain't no joke, right? He's not no joke. He's like The scale don't lie. People do. He's hardcore, man. Oh, well, I'm glad you found the channel too. I hope that you come and hang out and stick around. Subscribe. Oh, we have an update. Okay. Let me go see. That's what I thought. I just saw that on Twitter too. Wow. Kevin Albert has been, for those of you watching Karen Reed, now you guys know Proctor was just taken off, placed on what was it? Hold on, somebody remind me. Was it unpaid, not paid, leave? Somebody remind me. A couple of days ago. Administrative leave without pay. Okay. Administrative leave without pay. All right. I do need sentence finishers. That's my ADHD. My brain goes words, easy words, leave me. Easy words, leave me. I'm bad about that. But here, Kevin Albert has been placed on paid administrative leave until an outside investigation is complete. They are looking they are looking into his role in investigating his actions in an investigation he conducted approximately 2 years ago with Michael Proctor. Sure feels like feds are swooping in. Pop-up exam was the best. That was funny. That was funny. So I'm wondering if are they looking into him on the Kevin Albert, if they're looking into him on the Karen Reed stuff? Or are they looking into him because Kevin Albert was involved in the Sandra Birchmore investigation? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? Sandra Birchmore is another one that I'm going to be that I've been looking at, and we're going to talk about Sandra Birchmore here. Just saying. So yeah. He was rehomed, but I thought it was with pay. But yesterday he was moved to no pay. Right, because they had that meeting. There was a meeting that they had. They said that they had to have that status meeting or whatever you call it. But at that meeting was when they were like, okay, meh, we're going to let you go without the pay. Rehomed like Chloe, right? Fed's going to go after the DA's office too if they do. Are they going to sue the feds for intimidation? I mean, I don't know, but I'm interested to see what they're doing with Kevin. Is Kevin Albert, are they taking him off with pay because of Karen Reed, or has it got to do with Sandra Birchmore, or is it both? I want to know. I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It is 7:32 p.m. and we are done talking about Gypsy Rose for the night. That was 2 hours and 16 minutes, 17 minutes. I thought that we would be done sooner than that, but we did chit chat a lot, which is not uncommon. So, but thank you guys for all the new subscribers, for all the new people popping in. Welcome. Glad to have new faces. I love that. Love it. And we'll be back tomorrow. If you guys are interested in, hold on, I gotta look at I have to do the poll real quick too, before we go. But if you guys are interested in following along with the Alec Baldwin trial, come and hang out with us. We'll be starting that tomorrow. We might start a little bit later because we like to speed through the breaks and the lunch hour and all that. So just make sure you got your notifications set. Thank you for all the new faces. Thank you for subscribing and staying and all the thumbs ups and all the things. So that's very exciting. But yeah, I'm going to go and we'll see you guys back tomorrow. 2 away from 450. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Henny. You too, Patricia. Absolutely, Luna. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I'm glad you found us. You too, Pam. Pam, you're hilarious. You crack me up. All right. We'll see you guys back tomorrow. I love you guys. Oh, wait, shoot. Here, in the poll. Let's see what the poll vote was. How do you feel about Gypsy? That was the question. 55% of you think that she should still be behind bars. 34% of you are like me and you have the mixed bag of emotions. 10% are Team Gypsy, like you go, girl. So that's a large variation of thoughts and opinions, right? Absolutely love all y'all, newbies and OGs alike, right? But yeah, that's a big. So people are, they have strong feelings about this situation. Rightly so. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Have a great night and be safe.